Gina Torres from 911 Lone Star. Give it up for nearly 3 weeks after the worst winter storm in Texas history, thousands of people in my home state are still recovering and still need help. One of the biggest problems, burst pipes and flooded homes. So take a look at what I'm talking about.
Just came home and seen my roof caved in at the crib. Just came home. That's tough.
It's incredible. That's footage from my next guest's house in Houston. Now, this couple, a firefighter and school counselor, are trying to pick up the pieces after their very first home was nearly destroyed. We have them on the line right now. Please, everybody, welcome Aisha and Terry. How you doing?
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Please say hi to Gina.
Hi. It's good to see you guys.
Oh my gosh. Well, Aisha, I thank goodness you and your little girl are all right. Like, how are y'all doing?
We're doing good, all things considered. Just grateful to be okay and that no one got hurt. The hardest part for all of this has just been not having family here. So my husband and I are actually from Memphis, Tennessee. So all of our family is still in Memphis, Tennessee and the surrounding areas. So we are down here completely by ourselves, family-wise. So that's been difficult, not being able to just go home or leave our daughter. We have a 2-year-old daughter. We can't just send her to grandma's house while we deal with all of this. So that's been difficult. But we just got this house in October. We actually just closed on our house in October. And so just the turnaround from that has been, it's been a lot, but we're making it.
Oh, that's devastating. Terry, can you take us back to the storm? Because at first you lost electricity, right? I know a lot of people, that was the first thing that went out.
Yeah, that's how it all started, and that's what we assumed it all would be. So even in the midst of not having power, dealing with that at home, I was still focused and worried about what's going to happen once I get back to work and how can I help the guys do this, that, and the third. And what was supposed to be rolling blackouts turned out to be, didn't roll at all. So we went from not having power to eventually the power came on to no heat and water in the city. And all while that's going on, the city is responding to thousands and thousands of calls and breaking record after record and multiple fires. And they can't put fires out because all the hydrants are froze. And it's just a snowball effect. And, fortunately, my family had me to be here because I was this close to being at work with my brothers and sisters at the station.
Man, I grew up in Texas, and I mean, we would collect snow days and never use them. Like they were always like, oh, it's a snow day, so you get out of school, and they would so I really couldn't imagine going through this, and I'm from there. Have you ever? Can you imagine?
No, I can't. And I grew up in the Northeast in New York City, so we got some snow days and we got some snow. But this, to not be prepared for something like that, to the devastation, and I just keep thinking, it's your first home, it's your new home. You've put so much dreams. There are so many dreams that go into and plans that go into that, and to see it all kind of disappear. That is devastating. There's no other word for it.
Yeah, that's just hard on your heart when you're like, wait, what? So Aisha, in all of this, you were thinking of your students though, right?
Yes, so I am, as you mentioned, I'm a school counselor at a public school in Houston, Texas. It is an all-male school, so 6 through 12. So we're talking about 11-year-olds to 18-year-olds. And, being a school counselor, I already know what they were dealing with even before the pandemic. So we know those things. And then a pandemic hits and completely flips everything they've ever known about, at least about education, but also about so many other things on its head. And then this happens. And so, I was worried about them because I know what they're dealing with at home. So just, being concerned about what are they going to do? Do they have power? When I was checking in on my students, I think the longest that I heard, one student told me that their power was out for 4 days. That's the longest that of all the students I've checked up on. So that really kind of puts it in perspective for you.
Yeah, I mean, really think about that. Not having power for 4 days. Think about everything that's plugged in, everything in your house that runs on electricity. That's a hard, and especially if it's freezing, outside, It's unthinkable. Terry, you've had some people step up to help get you back on your feet, right?
Yes, shout out to HFD Station 56, which is my home. Those guys went out their way. I had one come help me clean up the mess the exact same day it happened. I've had them offer their homes to me, my wife, and daughter. I haven't had any issues from my chain of command, from my captains and chiefs, from when I first called in, like, hey, I ain't gonna be able to make it. It was like, it doesn't matter, do what you gotta do. We'll take care of this. You just holler if you need something, but worry about your family. We got the station, and it's been nothing but love. And then for her co-workers like Nicole, the one that started our GoFundMe, like if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have even been here with you, because it was her co-worker who said, hey, give me the word, I'll set this up for you. She set it up, and then from her co-workers to her students helping in, from all of my family at HFD, but specifically Station 56, to our friends and family back home. Without them, like, we wouldn't have been able to transition through this process as smoothly as we have.
It's kind of, I mean, I'm a silver lining kind of girl. And I have to say, you know, you said you did leave your family like in Memphis, but it's kind of amazing to like know that you actually have all this family surrounding that will take care of you and will help you out and will be there for you in this, that you've moved to a place where that happens, you know? Like that's a beautiful thing. And to you, Aisha, like some very special people donated to the fund, right?
Yes. So my students, several current and former students, and they donated as well, and that touched me the most. Of course, you know, I'm appreciative of everybody that donated, but to receive help from students that I know, number one, they don't have jobs. A lot of them, they're too young to even have a job, and if they do have one, you know, it's an entry level, you know, position. They're college students, the ones that are former students. So to know that you asked your parents for money, or you know, you went into your allowance or whatever and took the time to donate and give back to me, that was phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, the most beautiful part about, I know we're sitting here talking about empaths, I'm like, I can't stop crying. I'm like, oh God. But the most beautiful part of that for me is it should tell you the kind of mark that you're leaving on these individuals. You know, if they're coming back to help you out, that, I mean, just so you know, that should tell you what kind of person you are and what you represent to them, which is a beautiful thing.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to know how loved you are, how important you are,
Especially
to these
now.
people, and the impact that you've made on them.
Yeah.
You know, this doesn't happen by accident.
Oh, I don't believe in coincidence. Yeah, I'm with you. Well, here are just some of the messages Aisha's students posted on the GoFundMe page. Mrs. Riley is truly an amazing woman who has touched the hearts of so many students and deserves nothing but the best. Walking into her class to see her signature smile on her face that can change the mood of anyone during a bad day. Someone else wrote to Aisha, "You matter." I mean, first of all, you could have just stopped there. Like, you know, just saying you matter is such an important thing. But it says, "You matter. Thank you for what you do for the Mickey Leland College Prep boys." I mean, all this to say, we know this isn't an easy time for you, or a lot of people right now are struggling, but we want to see you get back on your feet. So I have some good news. European Wax Center, the leader in waxing personal care services, heard your story. And being that their home base is actually in Texas, they are dedicated to supporting and empowering their local community, which is an amazing thing. And they want to help you through this difficult time. So they're going to give you $10,000 just to help you out. How's that sound?
Sounds amazing.
He said sounds amazing. she cries and he goes, that sounds amazing is what it sounds like. Well, we love you, and I'm so sorry, you know, you moved somewhere and you know, like Gina said, you have all these dreams and stuff like this happens, you know, life happens, but I am very happy that you found this second kind of family to surround you, whether it's the people at your school or whether it's the people at your work, Terry. I think it's a beautiful thing. Texans are pretty rad. I'm just saying. We are so great.
Yeah.
I totally forgot to mention this, but you know, Gina actually, we told her like what the show is going to be about and all the people coming on it, and she was so touched by your story and she wanted to help. So actually, Gina donated $5,000 as well to help. And I just wanted you to know that, because I was like, wait, that's such a beautiful thing. And I love it's like people don't even know each other, but it's humans helping humans. And that is what the new America shall be.
I spend a lot of time pretending to be versions of superheroes. You guys are that. You are that. So thank you.
Survivors.
Thank you for all that you do.
Want more fun stuff? I thought so. Check out these videos floating around my head. This one is really cool. I'm just saying. No pressure.